Welcome back to Tiempo, a special focus this October here on the show, the migrant crisis in New York City. This month, we will closely examine the impacts, the effects resulting from the steady influx of thousands of asylum seekers. We'll examine the highlights and it will highlight the resources available to help those who've arrived here and how much those resources actually cost the city. It's all important. This morning, we center our attention on the Biden administration's expansion of the TPS program, Temporary Protected Status, provides a form of humanitarian relief, in this case, specifically for the Venezuelan migrants who arrived here in the country before July 31st. That program paves the way to expedited work authorization, and that is critically important, says New York Governor Kathy Hochul.
If we had TPS for more than the Venezuelans, that would be a huge salvation for us, because we could get people the status they need, allow them to leave the shelters, go get a job, support their families, and, as I mentioned earlier, help me deal with the crisis of a shortage of workers.
Once again, here with us this morning, our good friends, immigration attorneys Steve Maggi and Renata Castro. Your thoughts, Steve, you first on the governor's comments. Is this a cure-all to the labor shortages that are widespread across New York State?
I'm not sure. I think it's kind of a slippery slope. You know, do you want to encourage people to come to the United States so then they can get this temporary protected status? Or is she saying we need to take advantage of those that are already here and enable them to be able to work? And I think that's a slippery slope, because some people would say, if you have all these countries, there are 16 countries now with TPS designation, does that encourage people to find a way into the U.S.? So if their country is redesignated, which means that they're extended in the program, it encourages them to come by any means necessary in order to then be able to work.